The desperation from Amazon and the Rings of Power and its fan base is off the charts. I'm the host of the Bull Book Geek. I hope you're doing well. Season 2 of Rings of Power is shaping up to be a bit of a mess. The insider leaks and everything coming out. And now they have Tom Bombadil. Of all characters, a character that adaptations have stayed away from for very good reason. Tom Bombadil is... God, if I was to explain his character, we would be here for a week. There is no way around that. We would absolutely be here for a week. The character is fascinating, and as always, they're going to change everything. They're going to make this character care. A character who doesn't really care about anything, really. But they're going to make him care, and they're going to change his story, and they're going to just... and I'm going to nitpick a few things. The actor they've got as him, what is with the beard? As you know, I'm a beard connoisseur myself. Why does it look so artificial? I saw a thing on Polygon. Fans rejoice. Tom Bombadil, cut from Lord of the Rings movie, steps out in Rings of Power. No one is rejoicing this. The 30-something% that enjoyed this show. It's just bizarre, isn't it? Who thought this was a good idea? As someone that has read Tolkien's work from cover to cover, I think introducing Tom Bombadil and changing the character's narrative and story and a few other things and kind of moving him around, it's absolutely detrite. Amazon are so desperate to make this show a success. They've cancelled other shows to keep this mess going. They've destroyed so many things. But the irony is, and I say this with all intention, is that most of the people who watch Rings of Power are only interested in it because they want to sleep with it. Particularly two main actors, and I don't really see the big deal with those two. That's the only reason. The shipping accounts, the fanfic accounts, it's bred this kind of detritus fan base, and I think just bringing in such an iconic character into the narrative in an already broken narrative, it's just absurd. I find it strange that they're doing this. I think it's an act of desperation because they're desperately trying to claw back something or a narrative. And just bizarre, isn't it? It just doesn't work. And I could do 4-hour video on Tom Bombadil. I could literally sit here and just talk about him. And I get why they don't touch it. I get why adaptations don't touch that character. And they've already incorporating Tom Summer Cottage and all of this. Who is running this show? It's Tolkien-y. It's Tolkien-y. I hate the word Tolkien-y. It matches his themes. You have material. You have the rights material. Use it. Don't keep changing stuff. This is an act of desperation. I have no hope for this show, and ultimately, its detrite, somewhat vile fan base of the great unwashed of the internet really do show its true colours. This show was never intended for an audience. It was intended for morons on Twitter, and those morons are going to clap like seals. Let's be honest. They're just going to sit there and clap. They probably got the clap, let's be honest. But it's just an act of desperation. And these, I always say this, the same people cheering on Rings of Power are the same people that a few years ago were crying that Amazon is evil. So let's be real. Let's be real of the hypocrisy, and let's be there. So, Amazon, another act of desperation, people who don't know the source material, and people that really don't care. This is going to be a mess. Let's be real. Let's fundamentally change a fascinating character into something he wasn't.